26. The game is afoot. From Murder in St. Paul. "I have found a most interesting item in the afternoon newspaper," Sherlock Holmes announced when I joined him for a late lunch at a small downtown cafe where he found the tea to be quite excellent. He had spent the morning in his room lucubrating, as he called it, and I could tell by his eager manner that some grand plan was forming in his mind. Holmes handed me the newspaper and pointed to the story that had caught his attention. It concerned an unfortunate young man who had been run over and decapitated by a train in Minneapolis. The story described the victim as about 18 years of age, with a slender build and wearing the clothes of a vagabond. Authorities said his features were left unrecognizable by the accident. No identification was found with the body, and it is thought the young man may have been a transient who had fallen off another train and was lying insensate on the tracks when he was struck. I saw at once what Holmes was thinking. "You believe the dead man could be Johnny Reardon?" I said. "Yes, and if it is indeed Mr. Reardon, you may be assured his death was no accident." "But we can't be sure." "No, and that is the problem. Do we assume he is dead, or do we continue searching for him in the hope he is still alive?" "What have you decided?" "We must move forward along other avenues, Watson, while keeping an eye out for Mr. Reardon, just in case. It is the only course that makes sense for the time being." "And what will these other avenues be?" "I have been extremely stupid," Holmes said, words I was hardly accustomed to hearing from him. "Do you remember what I did with Mr. Rafferty's notes after we obtained them from his bank box?" "Of course. You hid them away in a closet on the floor above our rooms." "Yes, and it has belatedly occurred to me that Mr. St. Aubyn might have employed a similar strategy at his apartment building to safeguard all of his blackmail documents, knowing as he did that the police might search his rooms at any time." "But didn't he hand over all that material to Reardon just before he was killed?" "I think not. Recall, if you will, that the newsstand operator who saw them stated Mr. St. Aubyn gave a single manila envelope to Mr.